So Romans, good morning. Good morning from a new country. I am in North Macedonia. Arrived last night late on the bus, and yeah, it was really dark. Couldn't really see much, didn't know what I was doing. That's the hostel, Hostel Denica. So I'm in the city of Skopje, that's it. And I'm just going out to see if I can get a SIM card, get some groceries, stock up the fridge. I'm here for a week, so looking forward to having a look around. So this has got a bit of a rural feel, even though we're in kind of a capital city. And there are some of the mountains which I passed on the way, and up there in the distance is the Millennium Cross. Going to be going up. There's a cable car that runs up there, and a big tower and a hiking trail and all that. So yeah, you can see it. It was lit up last night on the way in. That's how I knew it was there. Macedonian flag fluttering in the breeze. Not sure what these beautiful big buildings are. I don't have Google Maps until I get a SIM, but my god, that is a towering structure. Diamond Mall of Skopje, beautiful big apartment buildings. So it's just before 10 o'clock, 10 AM, all the main shops open at 10. So right next to the Diamond Mall we have the Ramstore Mall. So quick progress report, $265 for 10,000 Macedonian dinar, and basically $34.50 Australian for 20 gigabytes for a month, so very reasonable. 22 euros that is. So I'm all set up and ready to go. Time to get some shopping. So in between these two shopping centres we've got the Museum of Skopje as well, so there's a lot going on in this area. So I'm back in the Diamond Shopping Centre now, just checking everything out. It looks like it's brand new, like they've just took the wrappers off. Incredible. Just checking out the different supermarket chains. Amazing. So the SIM card's gone straight to 5G. I heard a few dodgy things about all the different companies. There's so many spoilers on Google Maps saying, oh, this place is shit and that place has got bad service, in typical Balkan fashion, you know, righteously critical, which you can do as a consumer. But this is a Telecom MK SIM, and it's gone straight to 5G, as I say, so awesome. So just not far from the malls there's something labelled as a green market. A few stalls, covered area, local bakery. Let's have a look. So a bit of a general market, cheese shop, fruit and veg, hardware, cafe, green market section. Nice looking bakers. Spices. So a bit of everything in there. I've got some lovely olives, a mixture for about $4, which is about £2. Some mandarins and some other bits and pieces. Very affordable. People don't rip you off. It's all good. Lovely nuts, beans, pulses. So there's these little bakers that sell fried bread. Now if I didn't have Google Translate I would never be able to buy anything here because I don't know what it is, but I guess it's like a kind of a langos. This one's got olives and cucumber in it. There's some with cheese and hot peppers, some with meat, pastrami and stuff, but very nice for about, I don't know, $1.20. So gradually unravel the oddities of Macedonian food. Yeah, it's actually like cheese and olive, highly calorific, so won't be eating many of them, but very tasty, very unusual. It's almost like a donut. So that is the assembly building of North Macedonia with the old flags flying. Beautiful coloured stone. And then up there we have the monument of Nikola Karev, which is a huge statue. 1877 to 1905. Fantastic sculptured reliefs on the side. So those small boat-shaped yeast leaven buns, one of which I just had, they're called piroshki. Local street food. So this is the CAM, the discount supermarket, renowned in North Macedonia for all things budget. Just my type of place. Right, bakery section. So I just spent 20 AUD, about 10 quid in the CAM supermarket. A couple of cans of tuna, 2 bags of frozen veg, about 2 litres of beer, bread, oil, sun-dried tomatoes, loads of stuff. So groceries, very, very reasonable in CAM, the discount store, and it all looked like really, really good quality. I can't tell the difference. Maybe it doesn't look as such a glamorous shop, but solid produce. So now I've got the internet, I can tell you that that building is the Geological Survey of the Republic of Macedonia, no less. Very, very beautiful building, as tall as it is wide. So a quick look at the hostel. What does 10 euros a night get you in North Macedonia in Skopje? That's my bed there. It's good not to have bunk beds, single bed. It's a small converted apartment. Kitchen, TV, computer thing, all the mod cons you need to cook, nice big fridge, and a little common area. 10 euros a night, can't be bad. What are we having for lunch, Kev? We're having veggies with eggs, sun-dried tomatoes, and beautiful olives from the market from earlier. Awesome! Just on my way out after lunch, afternoon walk. Here we have the Church of St. Petka. Looking rather white and resplendent in the afternoon sunlight. Beautiful olive tree. So this species of tree which I saw dotting the landscape, I mean they really stand out against a dark landscape with, you know, like brown foliage, etc. I mean they were everywhere on the way here, on the way from Belgrade, and they're apparently part of the prunus family. Sweet cherry or plum, that type of thing. Very common in the northern hemisphere, but this time of year, wow, they look spectacular. There's a pink variety too with reddish leaves. Lots of spring buds. Lots of graffiti. Do like a bit of graffiti. So opposite the Congress building is Woman Warrior Park. This is that. There's some fantastic looking statues here for sure. There is the Woman Warrior Park, or symbol up there, holding a wreath in her hand, or is that a laurel? Some things you put on your head, one of them. But looking very grand indeed. The eternal flame burning. So this chap in front of me here is Prometheus, and then this is dedicated to the war heroes of this beautiful country. That is the monument to Pitu Gully, an Aromanian revolutionary in the Ottoman Macedonia. Local leader is of what is commonly referred to as the Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organisation. He died in 1903. this park really is about, you know, independence and the struggle through time. It's a wonderful thing to see. Especially to have it all in one place as well. All the leaders sort of respected and sculptured in such a striking and massive way. Peter Bogdani, an original writer of old Albanian literature during the Renaissance, lived 1630 to 1686. Fort of Macedonia, the Triumphal Arch, made to celebrate 20 years of independence. That is an astonishing bit of work. And all the sculpture reliefs on the outside showing all the stages of the movement to independence. So the gate is also the entrance to this beautiful sort of boulevard of these lovely restaurants and Macedonia Square. And right bang in the middle of Macedonia Square is the statue of Alexander the Great. I think this is about the only angle you can get a glimpse of his face. But what a dude. And then the snowy mountains in the background there behind Macedonia Square. Wow, this place is gorgeous. And then a stone's throw away, you've got these unbelievable scenes. You've got the beautiful river flowing through, and you've got a museum of natural history, the Archeological Museum, the Holocaust Centre Memorial, Skopje Fortress. Wow, there's so much to take in. It's really kind of breathtaking in a way. There's an old ship moored up there. You've got people banging drums. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So apparently the bridge was built in the 15th century. That building across there is the National Archeological Museum. And what is the name of the river that flows through here? This is the Vardar River. And I can imagine it's freezing cold and made of meltwater from those mountains back there. Statues of legendary anarchists made up of Macedonian Bulgarians, active during 1898 to 1903. Actually, do you know what? I remember reading somewhere about when there was a big tourist drive in this country that they started throwing up all these statues. I mean, it gives you a real sense of national pride. I think that's the main thing I'm taking from it. So the statues on this bridge are dedicated to Hellenic history and civilization. More Greek influence, world cultural and historical history. They look bloody awesome actually. They're not just thrown together, they're made them right proper, they have. Look, here you got Philippus V. Very kingly. Philharmonic Hall of the Macedonian National Republic, Opera de Ballet, National Opera and Ballet, and then Mother Teresa Square here, Mother Teresa Memorial House. Very grand indeed. So many buildings, such a condensed series of landmarks. It's amazing. The Boris Sarafov Palace, which is now the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of the Republic of Macedonia, and then another bridge, this time with statues of famous people in Macedonian history. Stefan Kadjov, 1905-1992, composer. Vasil Iljosky, writer. Doesn't appear to be many women statues on this particular bridge. Maybe they've got their own bridge. So I figure what I'm doing today, I'm having a basic walkthrough of the layout of the city along the river here, and then another day I'm going to come back and choose places that I want to visit a bit more in depth, like the Archeological Museum and the Gallery of Contemporary Art and that type of thing. Philip II of Macedon Bridge. Beautiful metal decorations, sculptured shields and emblems and folk images. Oh, that's great. Freedom Bridge, they call it in short. Bridge is named in honour of all those generations of people who sacrificed their lives throughout the centuries in the individual and collective fight for freedom. Well said. So directly across from me there we have the Church Nativity of the Holy Mother of God. And there's various fountains and religious monuments here. All looking rather beautiful. The monument and fountain of the Blessed being one of them, that huge structure there. Well, that was a surprise. It all looked a bit plain Jane from outside. I got in there and there was all sorts happening. What a feeling. Oh my God. Amazing. Another great statue or monument in front of me there. The monument of Carpos. A rebel hero who led the first significant uprising against the Ottomans. That is brilliant. Definitely an older version of Chuck Norris. The Fountain of Olympia, the mother of Alexandra. Holocaust Memorial Centre for the Jews of Macedonia. Museum of Macedonian Struggle. Orthodox Church and the Church of Saint Demeritus. Incredible. And up there on the hill we have the fortress. And finally, for today's walking tour of the delights of Skopje, is the giant statue of King Philip II of Macedon, father of Alexandra the Great, and located in the entrance to the old Skopje Bazaar. Wow, what a towering figure of strength that is. Beautiful. One last thing, I was wondering what this building is. That's actually the National Gallery. Unbelievable. What a great looking building. Unusual kind of building, and all to have a National Gallery. So Skopje Old Bazaar area is narrow streets, lovely paving stones, quaint shops, cafes, tourist souvenirs and all the lovely things which you expect when you come to a city. So they've made good use of the old bazaar area, selling everything Macedonian still. I mean, who doesn't like a bit of Turkish delight, a bit of baklava, a drop of Turkish coffee, all those old Ottoman influences. I did say that statue was the last thing on the list, didn't I? I might as well see a bit more while I've got the hankering for it though. It's very interesting. It's a very diverse city. Some of the neighbourhoods I've seen today, everything from the green market to the museums to the river and all these wonderful delicacies. My God, the artistry. All the way through to the Murat Pasha's Mosque. Murat Pasha Mosque, a beautiful old fountain. So the old bazaar site is massive. There's loads of these streets, loads of shops to see and things to explore. And apparently it's one of the oldest and largest bazaars in the Balkans, dating back to the 12th century. So there's hammams, there's mosques, there's churches, and all the shops, old and new, hotels, bars, cafes, restaurants. It's fantastic. It's an old hammam. Well, today has been a great walk and a great introduction to Skopje and to North Macedonia in general. I'm really going to love it here. Local Muslim community getting ready for their end of Ramadan feast. Another day of fasting done. Must be coming to an end soon. Mustafa Pasha Mosque. This part of town is more so Muslim. A lot of people in traditional dress. You can see the cross lit up in the distance now, the Millennium Cross. So I'm currently on the old stone bridge, and unbelievably it says this was reconstructed in 1421 to 1451 by Sultan Murad, and it was built on 6th century foundations. So this old stone bridge is indeed very old. So another day in stunning Skopje. So many places to choose from. Literally, it is just a city of wonders. Anyway, I'm on my way to the Contemporary Art Gallery, which means I'm going to walk up through the old bazaar, see a bit more of that, and then find my way to the gallery. So I gave a little bit of misinformation yesterday. This is actually Mustafa Pasha Mosque. Dates back to the 15th century, been renovated. There's a lot of mosques within the old bazaar. It's like when you cross the stone bridge, it's like entering into Turkey in a way. There's so much Turkish, you know what I mean, influence. It's fantastic. It's like two cities in one. So that is the beautiful mosque. So I'm up at the the Contemporary Art Gallery, which is directly behind these beautiful spruce trees. And then we have, where the flags are flying, the fortress. And then we've got these spectacular views of Skopje. The hills, the Millennium Cross, and then we've got the river flowing through. National Arena of Macedonia. The city in all its vastness, spread out, beautiful parkland you can see dotted along the river, and just those spectacular views of the mountains in the sunshine in the background, farmland in the distance. So no wonder it's colder here. And when the winds blow off these mountains, I mean, it is icy. But what a fantastic place. Old swimming pool down there, which is looking a little bit tired. Old stadium. One of the exhibitions here is called Institutions of the Air. How we change our thought patterns, institutionalisation, capitalism and globalisation, etc., etc., with the unity of breath. How artistic expression can defeat the repressive regimes of the mind. Bit deep, but you know. So what we've got here, cloud studies. The colonisation by toxic clouds from corporate ventures. Toxic fog and smog. Wow, beautiful politicism in art. Talking about the Grenfell fire in London.
Like a
Toxic gas, toxic clouds, petrochemicals,
part of the architecture.
as compared to the purity of clouds. The movie was showing you in graphic detail how you can breathe in a building after it's burnt, and just the toxins in the air in general. It's quite disturbing, actually. Pesticides, chlorine. Public versus institutional spaces. All these spaces were cordoned off over a period of years, meaning that if you passed through one, you became an artist. Let's do some art here. This place has got a fantastic feel. I feel like a student, a real student artist kind of feel. It feels magnificent. An awesome space. Sitting atop Skopje as well, like a view within a view within a view within art. It's beautiful. Shedding light on the lives of migrant workers, the projects they complete versus the realities of their lives. The parallel universe of yellow. Incredible views up here. Really enjoying this place. It's just a different breath of air compared to the city. Birds are enjoying themselves. This exhibition is called The Earth is Thinking All Along. Geophilosophical art. I don't know whether the Earth thinks. I think it's just all action, isn't it? Action and reaction. Action and consequences. How does a tree respond to the elements? This place is great. So there you have it, Macedonian Gallery of Contemporary Art in Skopje. That was fantastic. An exhibition like no other. A blending of philosophy, forensic architecture as art, looking at cloud patterns and toxins, and I've never seen such multi-dimensionality in one gallery. I've never realised that it existed. It's so well documented. So from the mosque to the art gallery to the fortress. So the outer walls have obviously been repaired and made safe, and the rest is a kind of an indication of what was here with the base of the walls, but the brickwork and the structure of the walls is very interesting. Fantastic views over the city, different views. So from what information I can quickly gather, the walls date back to 16th century and are Byzantine, and then there's also additions by the Ottomans, but there is also some Roman remains here. So this place is, like a lot of places in the area or in the Balkans in general, you know, like multi-layered with different cultures who have passed through different empires. Entry to the fort is free, by the way, which is pretty good. So anyway, the beautiful flag of Macedonia, the red and yellow motifs. The flag of North Macedonia features a stylized yellow sun with 8 broad rays extending to the edges of a red flag. It symbolizes the new sun of liberty mentioned in the national anthem, representing freedom, independence and a bright future, adopted in 1995 to replace the ancient Virginia sun symbol. So I'm guessing there was a bit more infrastructure at one time, maybe a cafe or such like, but it's pretty much a shell now. But it's a fantastic space, and to be able to walk along these battlements is really good. It's a great way to walk around the perimeter and take in the various views of the city. One thing kind of sad about this place, despite all its beauty and the views etc, is there's no signage whatsoever, other than it's a fortress, or was a fortress. And even a few of these kind of exhibits are cordoned off. That's obviously like an archaeological site or something which has been enclosed for preservation. So that's a real shame, because I'd love to know more about what these wall relics are. Please, come on, Macedonia, get it sorted. Good for the tourist. We want to know about your beautiful country. So heading back for the afternoon rest. A few viewpoints on the way. Beautiful places to walk around. Mother Teresa house, dedicated to the lady herself. A spectacular church behind it. Republic of North Macedonia Memorial House of Mother Teresa, Skopje. Beautiful Orthodox temple, stunning architecture. Church temple, wholly equal to the Apostles, Emperor Constantin. It's an amazing looking building. Dare I go in? Beautiful mosaics. Decorations are fantastic. I remember seeing an Orthodox church or cathedral in Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt. When I first looked at these sort of paintings they decorate their churches with, just incredible. They look contemporary. Though, you know, they're so well done and they're in such good condition. It's fantastic. The detail and the length of, or you know, or the men. Oh, look, there's a little bit unfinished there. That's unusual. Still working on it. But yeah, the intricacy of the decoration. Scenes from the Bible. They're like pictorial Bibles. Yeah, it's amazing. This one is still a work in progress. Still the scaffolding up on blank panels. Wow. So another day in beautiful Skopje. Skopje, as I've been told by some people on TikTok. So in Skopje today, we're going to go to an Archbishop Cathedral, a National Museum of Art, which is different to the Contemporary Museum of Art, and then on to a museum of Skopje. Apparently there was a big earthquake here in 1963. So I'm going to go and see some of that. Yes. So the famous Museum of Skopje, you can see where the building's been partially destroyed by the earthquake in 1963, and the clock on the wall up there stopped at 5:17, the time of the earthquake. So apparently this used to be the railway station. So let's go in and have a look. It's a fascinating story, that's for sure. Well, it says it's open but closes at 5 PM, but it is not open. So there's just a brief view of what it looked like before the destruction. So basically the right half was demolished. 26th of July 1963. Well, there's a blast from my past. If you know your 80s music, Duran Duran playing Skopje on the 2nd of July. Well, I was wondering why everything seems a little quiet today. A lot of the markets are closed, etc. The museum was closed. Something odd is happening. And I just did a bit of Googling, and today is the end of Ramadan, which is pretty normal. But basically, public service jobs are going to be non-functional, so basically the museums are going to be closed, etc, etc. So I think I might just have a chill day. So I've been looking at people's shopping bags as they've been walking by me. So the green markets are open by the looks of it, and also Vero, which is a kind of an upscale supermarket chain. So I'm going to head there and get myself some snackaroos. So Vero, great supermarket, not as expensive as everyone makes out, and a bigger range of products. I bought a kuru with cheese, which is a Greek influenced short crust pastry with like a smashed feta cheese inside, very soft but not salty like feta is. And it's absolutely delicious. It's got a little bit of a sweet taste to it, but very nice. Another traditional pastry from Serbia. Shut up, Kev. From Macedonia. So someone recommended I try this raki. I hope that's how you say it, rakia. So this translates as "You're ticking grandfather's yellow grape brandy." So yeah, basically it's a grape brandy, 40%. And let me give it a quick try. Bottoms up. Pretty sweet. Got quite a powerful alcohol strength to it. Nothing too harsh though. Lovely. Premium Macedonian spirits. See, look, if you recommend stuff, I do some of it. Oh, by the way, like and subscribe for more Macedonia. I reckon I'm going to be here a while. So the end of Ramadan has ended. It's a lovely sunny day in Skopje, and I am heading to the Archbishop Cathedral of St. Clement of Ohrid. So that is it over there. Time to have a look and get some spirit. Beautiful domed exterior with cross and bell tower. I notice a lot of the churches here have a separate tower on the side. Maybe just so it leaves the church itself symmetrical. That's why the separation is, perhaps. Just gonna have a quick walk around the cathedral. Beautiful rocks they've used in the construction. It's a towering building. I know it's going to be spectacular inside. I've seen a few of these churches now, these Orthodox churches. They're absolutely brimming with decoration, very opulent and a very reverent kind of, if that's the right word, atmosphere inside. Very humbling. Well, I have to correct myself for accuracy. The statue I just showed you was the monument of Archbishop Dosije. Obviously a famous figure and one of the most recent archbishops. And Saint Clement is obviously a much more historical figure chronologically. Beautiful entrance adorned with some more of these stunning frescoes with the gold embellishment that I've seen. Looks like they've got a bit of a pigeon problem. A work in progress. There's always George and the Dragon. Always. Wow. Beautiful. So, this fantastic looking old retro building over there is the head post office of North Macedonia. And this complex of buildings across the road here in white, palace-like, is the government of North Macedonia. They look absolutely fantastic. And up there obviously is the fortress, and then the river's just there. Government of the Republic. So right across from the government buildings, the government of the Republic, we've got this beautiful circular building which is down from the fort. I was up on the fort towers the other day looking down on it and thinking how beautiful it is. Lovely windows at the top with all the shrubbery around the outside, and this building next to it with columns. I was wondering what it is. Apparently that is actually the sewerage building, or, you know, sewerage control and administration, etc. And next to it is the electricity supply building for the Republic. So very stately. The river's looking beautiful today. It's nice to see Skopje with the sun out. Close-up view of one of these riverboat restaurants. There's a couple of them I've seen. They're both defunct kind of thing, but I reckon they would have been pretty swish in their day. Great idea, great sort of stylised eating venue. The Mekagaruja restaurant. Pikmapam. So crossing over the other side, nice views of the old stone bridge in the sunshine. Got the National Theatre of Macedonia over there, and the Museum of Macedonian Struggle, or Struggle for Macedonia, I'm gathering. But Mountains in the background. So I was wondering whether there's some kind of spillover from the end of Ramadan, because it does seem quiet today, and it just says on the wick Saturday is a non-working day for many anyway, so that's why a lot of the shops are not open. So I'm guessing if all else fails, it will be head back to the mall. So the question is the gallery open? This is the gallery building, the National Gallery of Macedonia. The doors are open. It looks good. Well, unbelievably, the guy's just telling me it's closed for renovations. It's not open for another month. So look at these ice creams. They look like the art gallery themselves, don't they? Amazing colours. Hello. Looks like an art gallery. Beautiful. Beautiful colours. It's all looking pretty cool. Like people relaxing and eating early lunch. The food looks absolutely delicious. Breads and salads, but apparently all the protein I can see is meat, so it's a little bit annoying being a veggie, but I shall keep looking. Lots of leather jackets, nice clothes, bags, tourist goods, mosques, and coffee obviously. So a lot of these shops have these little cooking boxes at the front with the charcoal grills. They have all the meat going, have the salads inside, different cuts of meat, sausage, meatballs. Some lovely beans on the go by the look of it. Lots of shish. I don't even know what that type of meat is, but it looks delicious. Doing a good job, the bloke. So the other side of the Old Bazaar, we got this long road, loads of shops, heaps of tobacco sellers. If you want cheap tobacco, there's huge pouches of, it looks like we call it in Australia, chop, natural tobacco which has been grown and just chopped up. Lots of mosques, and there's a kind of a traditional market as well, you know, like flea market, clothes, kitchenware, home goods, that type of stuff. And that's where that bridge is there, where it goes across the road. So it's an interesting area, and it's an interesting sort of cross-cultural, well, it's like being in Istanbul. I know I said that before, but it is amazing. Tobacco. Of different types. Fireworks as well. That's the kind of vibe. Clothes, textiles, etc. Very relaxed crowd. No one hassling you. It's one of these burek shops where they fry the bread, a bit like langos. I think I translated the sign a little while ago. They just call it soft bread. I think you can get them with various fillings as well. It just makes a dough, plops it in. Wow, I might as well show you this great statue of Alexander the Great in the sunshine. Bit of music playing. There's a lot of passionate debate online. Why is, you know, don't show Alexander, he was a Greek king, or is he a Macedonian king, or no, it's not Macedonia, it's Skopje, or there's another name, ethnic name, which they call Macedonia. There's a lot of debate, and I've just tried to say, look, I'm a wandering artist, just enjoying it all for the beauty and the sculpture and the culture. So once again, it's a glorious day in Skopje, and again I am on the hunt for an open museum. I've looked at all the latest reviews and there were some open yesterday, so I'm figuring they'll be open today at 10 o'clock, and that is where I am heading. First stop, Archaeological Museum. Yes. So 400 dinars for the ticket. It's over a couple of floors and it looks spectacular. Beautiful building and all sorts of stuff. So this is a necropolis, finds from the Macedonian ancient kingdom. Beautiful ancient jewellery. It's like foil, it's really fine, pressed. So dating back to the 6th century, the same time as the old stone bridge. Civilization in stone. So North Macedonia was part of the Roman Empire from the 2nd century BCE, and it's known as the civilization of stone in those days because everything was documented in stone, writing, figurines, statues, obviously the buildings. Alexander's sarcophagus, around 300 BC. It is a replica. Incredible. Hellenistic kingdoms, 301 BC. After the death of Alexander the Great. My God, he did a lot of work. This is a beautiful gallery. So basically there's stuff here which they found all over North Macedonia. Ancient cultures and empires. It covers the prehistory, antiquity, Iron Age, Bronze Age, classical period. There's a lot to see, a lot of exhibits. Some fascinating pieces here, especially the old weapons and stuff. Old helmets, spears, swords, daggers. Lots of treasure. So as well as Hellenistic and Roman and Macedonian culture, there's also a big section on prehistory, Paleolithic, ancestral origins. Waxworks. Lots of wax figurines. So there you have it, the Archaeological Museum. I feel fully cultured up now. The layers of history, the layers of culture and empire. Yeah, so when I was looking at the exhibits, what I was trying to say in there, because you're not allowed to take video in there apparently. Come on, Kev. Basically, where the excavation sites are, where they got all those wonderful exhibits from, are modern day towns, and modern day towns where tourists would visit, because you know these areas have been of significance for centuries, for millennia. So as I travel around the country, or whatever I do here in North Macedonia, I'm likely going to come across some historical sites and see exactly where these artifacts came from. So this is a great museum, the Museum of Archaeology, to sort of tie it all together. As well as Cam in Skopje, which is a good decent discount supermarket. There's also Vero, and Vero is basically Greek in origin. So what can you get there? You can buy spanakopita, and it is Greek authentic, loaded with spinach. Oh my God, it is so tasty and reminds me of Greece and all the beautiful food I had there. So Good on you, Vero. Anyway, that was a good morning out, bit of a walk around and stuff. So good morning from springtime in Skopje. Got the national stadium over there. This is actually Skopje City Park. Trees are in bloom, spring is encroaching more day by day as the weather warms up. Considering a lot of the municipal stuff and government stuff, like, you know, museums etc. are closed on a Monday, I thought I'd do something completely different and go to the zoo. So I'm going to head to the zoo and see what they've got on offer. Apparently it's surprising and wonderful and a break out of the city, and to be in this park at the beginning of spring is an absolute joy. Oh no, there's a treat. Look how beautiful magnolia. Fresh blooms. Absolutely glorious. So just a bit more crispy spinach and cheese pie before I head back through the park. That is so nice. The spinach is really leathery and dark and green, and the cheese is kind of a bit rubbery and salty and chewy. Yeah, it's really nice. Outer pastry is crispy and a bit oily, inside it's soft and doughy. Oh, what a load of contrasts. Beautiful. Yeah, so apparently there's a dino park here with reptiles of an historical nature, and as well as the zoo I can see some models poking their heads up over the fence there. So this is it. It's about a 40-minute walk from the old stone bridge. So lots of exhibits. By the looks of it, elephants, bears, giraffes, got the dinosaur park, camels, lions, rams, zebras, buffalo. Wow, nice and colourful. I'm excited. I haven't been to a zoo for ages. So it's a really reasonable price. 80 dinars is about, I think it's about 35 to the Australian dollar, so it's just like a couple of euros. Today's menu starts with a golden pheasant. Hello. Guinea fowl. So most of the information is in Macedonian, Balkans languages, and they give you QR codes and references to Wikipedia. There's a Latin names as well, so you can look them up. So that's a good compromise. Wow, there's a portly chap. Oh, he's coming to see me. How kind. Hello. Hello, Puddy. How you doing? Wow, you're beautiful. Yeah, you are. Yeah, beautiful. So this place could do with a little bit of TLC. I'm not a zoo expert, but the animals seem to have everything they need. There's a lot of space. There would be plenty of shade during the summer, that kind of thing. You know, there's a great big lump of meat over there that bird's pecking at, so he doesn't look like he's hungry. Oh wow, what a beautiful thing to see. Big diversity of animals. Hello, mate. Wow, it's just gone down to cool off. Beautiful. Definitely breakfast time. Looks like everyone's just been fed straw and fruit and meat and whatever they eat. I don't think I've ever seen one of them animals before. Beautiful. And of course the animal with the biggest house. Oh, his skin looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. You're only eating grass. Wow, this is bringing back so many memories. I don't know whether it's bringing back memories or just makes me feel like a child. It's just so amazing. So great to see the animals. Oh, it's the little babies. So I was staring at the bear asleep there thinking, oh, I wonder if he's going to come out. And then I realised that there's one just asleep down here, just chilling out in the sunshine. Loads of bread, loads of fruit, vegetables. Looks like he found a bird or caught a bird or a duck or something as well. Oh mate, you look so relaxed. Good on you. Did you eat that bird? Good work. He's got himself a nice hole dug just to, it's like a reverse beanbag. Lots of lovely lemurs lazing in the sunshine. Penguins. Pygmy marmoset. South America. Incredible little animal. Wow, this place is an absolute feast for the senses, I tell you. For your eyes, for your ears, the different noises and the smells, the different types of poop here. Different shit, oh my god. They kind of look like vultures to me. Are you a vulture or are you a falcon? A big massive falcon, are you? You look very healthy, beautiful. Wow. Oh, so the genus, species, phylum, order, you know, that kind of thing. So the order is Falciformi and they are griffon vultures. Spectacular looking birds. They're huge, much bigger than turkeys even. Wow, it is such a privilege to see these animals. It makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Look at that fantastic beast. Mr. Hippo. Hello, mate. Wow. Unbelievable. That is one solid chunk of beast. What do you have for breakfast? Tucked away in the corner here, who I just spooked I think, is a lion. Hello. So it's about an extra euro to come and see the dinosaurs. Oh, this is cool. Oh, they look really good. I don't know whether they're supposed to be life size or whatever, but they're pretty bloody scary if they were life size. Jesus. Oviraptor. It's Jurassic Park stuff, isn't it? Sorry. Oh, you get some drumsticks off of that, boy. And here it is, a battle in progress. Carnivore versus herbivore by the looks of it. So that guy ain't got no teeth. Awesome. Awesome, Skopje. Mountains in the background. Beautiful sunny day. We have Mr. Lynx. Psst, 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 psst. Hello. Whoa. Formidable. Look at the paws. Tremendous value. I'm gonna get some lunch after this. But what a top morning out. Fantastic. A world of animals. Oh, here's an active bunch. Canis lupus. Fantastic colour. It's a graceful scene. Well, that was very nice experience. There's some fantastic mosaics on the wall here actually, I've never seen before. Skopje Zoo mosaic wall. So yeah, that was awesome. So anyway, I'm moving on to the next place in North Macedonia tomorrow. So what I might do is call this travel vlog Skopje Part 1, because things have been closed while I've been here. It was the end of Ramadan, etc. I want to go up the mountain, etc. And I'm definitely going to be coming back here because this is a transit point for both Macedonia and for other places in Europe. So I'm going to say goodbye from Skopje Zoo, from Skopje for now, and I'll see you in the next place. Peace and love. Have a fantastic time wherever you are.